Okay, YouTube, so we moved the truck and the frame out of the garage, and I'm starting to sand the primer on the truck. I have the grandkids doing it. So, how's it coming, Carmine?
Good.
Can you see what you're doing with them glasses on?
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm going to have to put a little bit of primer. I'm going to put some etching primer on top of the metal that's coming through. The back of the bed, or the head of the bed here has a bunch of dings and stuff in it, which I'm not going to bother fixing. I just want to get it looking all one color. How are you making out, Rupert?
I'm doing good.
Okay, so we're block sanding today. It's not looking too bad. I'll have to go over it myself then. This is our first time doing it, but it's helping me knock down a lot of work. Bed liner came out good. I'm satisfied with that. So after I put a little bit of etching primer here and there on where the metal came through, I'm going to go ahead and spray this thing white then. I'd really like to put some kind of, on the bottom here, I'm thinking about putting some of that Rust-Oleum stuff. I don't like the way it looks on the outside of the truck, but I need to stop these stones from chipping the bottom of these trucks, because I mean, what you see here is what I have 5.5 miles of this to get to the nearest blacktop. So it really does a number on it. Even if you're driving like 15 miles an hour, you still throw up some stones. So anyway, that's where we are so far with this. And maybe I can show a better picture of the frame now as well. So we moved the frame out of the garage. I don't know. I was out walking my dog and they got a little excited and pushed it like a freaking third of a mile away from my house almost. So anyway, this is where we're at with the frame. I'm totally happy with the way things came out. I put these on as well yesterday for the springs. They came out good. I like the way they look. They're a lot stronger than the original ones. I have a couple brackets here, like for the tailpipe and stuff, that I didn't make these. This I just took off the truck. I didn't make that. I took it off the truck and painted it. I did make this one though. This bracket, the way it was for my exhaust system, never was hooked up to it. The old bracket was actually this, and I didn't have one of these slide-in parts to hook the exhaust pipe. I had one of these pins, which obviously doesn't fit in that thing, so it was never hooked up. So I made this one, and what I'll do is I'll cut this and re-tap it or locate it in such a way that I can hook up one of these rubber bumpers to help hold the muffler up, because the muffler on the truck's fairly big. But other than that, really satisfied with this frame. I can't wait to get it onto the truck, which is going to be the hard part, cutting the rails on the other truck and welding this in. I was watching a video the other day on one of the guys that do custom work, and they had cut the end here kind of like a Z shape, like a cross and down, and matched that up to the existing frame. I'm not going to do that because I don't know what kind of welder that guy was, but I know I can weld that thing straight. I'll just put plates behind it. But the thing is where this attaches to the truck, it's a double wall, so it's a box type beam. So I'm going to try and make this so that it slips inside of that box beam, or I'll extend that box beam over top of this to make a nice straight fit. When I was putting this together, I noticed that this is where some rust was, so I put some sealant between the two pieces, and then I put a bunch of pressure on that when I put the bolts in, and I'm hoping that's going to help keep the rust away from there. I got to cut some openings here and there so I can run wires through, but other than that, like I say, it's getting there. So got to adjust some of these holes. The holes were on the original bed were like an egg shape or oblong. I just burned them out just enough to get the tram gauge to fall down into them because I didn't want to be fooling around too much with it. But I really want to elongate these holes a little bit or make them bigger, and I can always put a big flat washer underneath them then to you know, locate them on the bed. So this is the other side. I've got to locate those. I've got to put those rear spring shackles in, but I want to wait. I just ordered a bunch of paint. I ordered white paint for the truck and all, and I got that. So the next order I want to place is for the springs for the rear axle. Then once I put the rear axle on here, then I'm going to go ahead and cut the frame off the other truck, the old truck, and weld this together. If you're wondering how one person can take the cab off of the back of the truck, this is my 1978 Ford, yeah, I know Ford. I even wrote Ford on it when I painted it, backhoe. This sucker is unbelievable. I mean, it's a 3-cylinder diesel. It's in excellent shape. So I can easily pick this up. I can pick the back end of the truck up, whatever I need picked up, that thing will pick it up. So it's pretty big. So I use that to help me move stuff around. Alright guys, well thanks a lot for watching the video, and I hope that I'm helping somebody out there. I really enjoy doing this stuff, especially now that I don't really have to be killing myself working now that I'm older. But anyway, you can see, like, if you look, you can see the springs are cracked there. You see that one's cracked in half? So that's where I want to replace the springs and the mounts and all. I'll get new shocks. As soon as I get the bed painted, I want to get the bed painted so that when I put it outside I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's been driving me crazy because of this weather's been so bad. The weather's been like raining really 4 times a week. So once I get that painted white, I can leave it outside and I don't really have to worry about it. Alright, thanks. Have a good one.